This rare car helped shape American performance. This is the Matchbox 1949 Kurtis Sport Car. Welcome to Torque Junkies, and let's dive in to find out what makes this Kurtis Sport Car special. Let's go back to the late 1940s. World War II had just ended and America was full of energy again. Young people were modifying cars, racing on dry lakes, and chasing speed wherever they could find it. European sports cars like Jaguar and MG were beginning to capture attention, but the United States didn't really have a true sports car of its own yet. That's when a man named Frank Kurtis stepped in. Kurtis was already a legend in the racing world. He had built championship-winning race cars and machines that competed at the Indianapolis 500. But in 1949, he decided to try something new, building an American sports car that enthusiasts could actually buy. The result was the Kurtis Sport Car. Built in California, the car combined racing knowledge with production car components. Under the hood sat a Ford flathead V8 displacing 239 cubic inches. Depending on how the car was built or modified, horsepower ranged from around 82 horsepower to as much as 160 horsepower, with torque and higher performance versions reaching roughly 225 pound-feet. Power went to the rear wheels through a 3-speed manual transmission, sometimes equipped with overdrive. And because the car weighed only about 2,300 pounds, that power was more than enough to make it quick for its time. 0 to 60 miles per hour took roughly 11.5 seconds, which was impressive in the late 1940s. But what really surprised people was the car's top-end performance. At the Bonneville Salt Flats, one Kurtis Sport Car reached a speed of about 142 miles per hour, an incredible number for 1949. The design itself was sleek and purposeful. Many of the bodies were made from lightweight aluminum, and the car sat low and aggressive, clearly influenced by Kurtis's experience building race cars. Despite the excitement surrounding the car when it was new, the Kurtis Sport Car faced a challenge that has ended many great ideas cost. The car started around $34.95, $3,495 that is, and depending on options could reach close to $5,000. In the late 1940s, that was serious money, more than many other sports cars available at the time. Because of the price and the difficulty of building them, production stayed incredibly small. In total, only about 34 Kurtis Sport Cars were built, and only around 18 were fully completed by Frank Kurtis himself. Not long after introducing the car, Kurtis eventually sold the design and manufacturing rights to entrepreneur Earl "Madman" Muntz. Muntz would later turn the idea into a larger grand touring car called the Muntz Jet. But many enthusiasts believe the original Kurtis Sport Car was the purest version of the concept. It also arrived years before America's first widely recognized sports car, the Chevrolet Corvette, proving that the United States could build a true performance machine of its own. In fact, the car made such an impression that it landed on the very first cover of Motor Trend magazine, a remarkable moment in automotive history. And that leads to another reason this car is so legendary today. Because so few were ever built, the Kurtis Sport Car is extremely rare. These cars almost never come up for sale. When one does appear at auction or on sites like Bring a Trailer, collectors and enthusiasts pay very close attention, because it might be years before another one becomes available. Today, the Kurtis Sport Car stands as one of the rarest and most fascinating early American sports cars ever made. A machine born from racing experience, capable of over 140 miles per hour, built in incredibly small numbers, and important enough to appear on the very first cover of Motor Trend. And that's part of what makes this little Matchbox version so cool. It represents a car most people will probably never see in person. And that's why I think cars like this, Matchbox Kurtis Sport Car, are too special to be sitting in a box. Cars like this are meant to be seen.